Hey guys, it's Brianna McNerney here. I was challenged by my coach, Rachel Rogers, to do 7 days of video for you. So get used to seeing this mug for at least the next 7 days, hopefully many more. Thank you to Rachel for this challenge. So today I would love to tell you about something that happened earlier. I was working at a coffee shop and I had a bunch of work to do and I wanted to get some stuff done before a call that I had at 1 o'clock. And I, had allotted myself just enough time to work and do this video for you and then come home and have my call. And my boyfriend, at some point during this, he asked if I could bring him an iced coffee on my way home. And everything in my head was like, yeah, I can do that. That's not a big deal. But I just had this intuition, this feeling that I wouldn't be able to do it, but I didn't listen. Even when I was responding to him, even when I was like typing out my text message response, baby auto-corrected to can't. And I proceeded onward. I was like, no big deal. I can certainly hook my love up with a coffee on my way home, right? So, of course, I cut myself off from working early to make this happen. I waited in line during lunch hour at the coffee shop. I then got stuck in a bunch of traffic, like silly traffic. It took me 15 minutes to get to his work, which is like less than a mile away from the coffee shop. And then when I finally got there, he had to go back in. He wasn't even there anymore. So by this point, I was feeling all kinds of like aggravated because I was pissed at myself that I had transgressed on my own boundaries and not just listened to that intuitive nudge to not commit myself to that. And you know how it is when you're stuck in traffic. I was like caffeinated and hungry and I was feeling angry. I was like talking crap to the other drivers. Anybody who's ridden in a car with me can probably imagine that, not all the time, but in certain situations. Anyway, so I didn't have what I needed when I got back to do this video for you, and that was really frustrating for me. And I felt dark about it. I was in kind of a dark place about it. And I knew, luckily, I have a system to fall back on. So what I did was I first really did an effort to slow myself down and remember that like it was nobody's fault that this happened. Life happens and not everything goes down perfectly, and that's cool. I put some food in my body before I got on my call, and I just took some time to slow down because like you can get this little meditative state just by sinking into your skin a bit. And most importantly, I connected with the support that I have already put in place for myself and went to the call. I showed up to the call. I was honest about what had just happened. I got to be supported by other people in this business coaching group that I'm in with Rachel. And I feel amazing now. I feel more connected to those people. Like it was an amazing call. We had a bunch of great insights past the talk of that. It only took me a minute or two to feel much better after telling them what had happened and just getting their support. Obviously I'm still madly in love with my boyfriend and we're happy, and I apologized a little bit for my frustration, though he does not really get upset with me about things like that, because I've put great support in place for myself and it's so important. And speaking of support, the point of this is that I'm going to share more step by step as to how I move these dark moments, move through them, and create opportunities for more connection, for more inspired action and momentum for yourself. I'm teaching all of this in a webinar coming up on Tuesday, May 14th, and you have to register to get all the details. I'll put the link in the comments, or if this is on Instagram, you can check out the link in my bio. I would really, really love to see you there, and you're bound to come away with some amazing inspiration and insights. And yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.